when I was at Michigan State in a class with Phil Fisk. He had us read this book called Handmaid's Tale. They've done a series about it since then, but I haven't bothered watching. I felt like the book said everything I needed to see. You know, and see something once, so I see it again. It better be good. I don't need to be reminded of all this stuff because it sticks in my head. It's real thoughts, real things, you know. And one of the things in there that they talked about, how they made it happen, where they put women into this position in the United States. And made us a freak, visitable nation so people could come and laugh at us and say, what the fuck is that? That's what we don't want to be. One of the things they did was they, in their money cards, see, this was the future back then. It was the future. Everybody did all their money through one of these. And that's like, well, when all of your income and all of your assets are in the computer system, it's out of your hands. They went away from cash completely. And how they shut everything down, unbeknownst to the people, there was an M and an F related to every card. So a woman, the female, she was known as a female. M was a male. And the day that it happened, where they shut everything down, took everybody by surprise, they made it so the F cards didn't work. They took all the women's money away. They made it impossible for them to do anything. And I looked at that and I said, wow, what a terrible future. It bothered me that they couldn't just stop. We know this. Once you take one enemy and you have friends to take that enemy, next thing you do is turn on your friends. It's like the bar in Tucumcari. They beat up the strangers, and then all of a sudden they're fighting each other after a slight pause. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, I'm next. That's what it is. They can shut down them, they can shut down all of us. And what I took from that was one of the things I took from this book, was that I'm gonna deal in cash as much as possible, as much as probable. And I did, and I do. But I need a card right now. I need one. I'm not living with a generator out in the woods outside of Joburg, stealing firewood off of state land and harvesting deer year-round and snapping turtles. I'm supposed to be a decent, inconspicuous character, which I am. I do the things I'm supposed to. It's not so hard to do the things you're supposed to if it just keeps you out of the shit, you know. That's a state of nature, living in the shit, where you don't trust or know what the hell's going on because they're coming for you, you know. Just take care of your shit. It's not such a hard life anymore. And so what I took from that, I said, you know what? I said, when they shut down our bank accounts, for 2 weeks after that, cash is still going to be mistakenly acceptable, because people will think, oh, this can't last forever. We're going to get it straight. Everything's going to be okay. And they'll take your money. And, hey, well, you got enough cash to get the shit you need and get the hell out. Maybe run for Mexico where it's safe. You know, maybe Juarez or something where you don't have to fear walking out in the street as much as you do in the United States. That's saying something. And now what I see going on in Arizona with this continuous recounting, I realize this is not just about trying to get to the truth. This is trying to keep the bullshit alive. It's trying to keep us all confused. And by being confused, I realize that's where we're at. They just keep this shit going on. We're approaching that 2-week place where everything shuts down and everything is going to be okay in the minds of the people who are watching the news. We're reaching it. It's a crisis.